So, hello fellow banknote collectors, how you going? And today I'm going to feature a country I haven't really featured that much on my channel. I have done some other videos, and that is Sudan. And you can tell it's Sudan before the 2011 breakup of the country because of the map there. So you have all of Sudan with the Nile going down the actual middle of it. So on this side you have Ethiopia, you have Eritrea, you have Egypt up the top, you have Libya in this corner, you have Chad going down this side, Central African Republic, Uganda, and a little bit of Kenya. So those are the countries actually surrounded. Djibouti is over here, Tanzania is a bit down here. So as you can see, this is probably not a denomination you're familiar with. It's 25 piastres, which if we had a banknote in Australia of this would be like 25 cents. So it's a quarter of a pound, and here we have a 10 pound up here. So these banknotes are actually issued before 1992, when they actually changed it to the pound system to Islamicize the actual currency. And they actually did not issue a coin of 25 piastres. They did issue one of 20 piastres, or actually it's denominated as 2 gersh, so 20 piastres, and it was equivalent also to 250 mils, which is actually another denomination. So 1 pound equals 1,000 mils, and 1 pound also equals 100 piastres. So 1 piastre equals 10 mils, which is pretty much the same as the Egyptian currency, because in 1955 Sudan actually issued their own banknotes, and before that they actually issued the banknotes of Egypt. So they actually copied it. So what is on these banknotes? So for the 25 piastres we have the, looks like the Constitution. We have a date, so this is 1987 or 1307. Then we have 2 camels, which are pretty common in Sudan. And as you can see, it's all in Arabic on this side. And if we have a look on the other side, we have the Central Bank of Sudan. So the Bank of Sudan, and 25 piastres in English. And it doesn't have a security thread, doesn't have a watermark. And these banknotes are actually pretty common. You're probably paying, probably in this condition, probably up to $5, depending on where you get it from. I would say between $3 and $5. That's what you'll be paying for this banknote, because it's the last issued, actually not too rare to actually get. If you want this same design, but 1985, yeah, they're pretty common. But the 1955 issue is actually very hard to get in uncirculated. They're more common as a circulated banknote. And then we have the 10 pounds. So, as you can see on this banknote, it has 2 script. We have an Arabic script on this side, and on the other side we have the Numidian script, which they used in the Meroe, which is an old empire of that existed before modern Sudan. And this one's dated 1991, so this was first issued in 1985. And because they actually didn't issue a coin because of inflation, these were used up until 1992, so this is probably the last issue. And on this side we have a city gate, and the watermark is the coat of arms of Sudan, so it's just an eagle, which is quite nice. But I find it interesting because they have the older script that's no longer used, and Arabic script. It's supposed to symbolise Sudanese history and how glorious it is. And here we have the signature down below, and there's normal serial numbers. On the other side we also have the Central Bank of Sudan, and that's how you can see that they're actually the same issue, because they both have the central bank. With Sudanese banknotes, the different issues all have a common feature. So the President Numeri issue had the president's portrait on these banknotes. The first dinner system are all designed pretty much the same, and they all have a building on them, which they didn't actually want to put any portraits on them, but they're actually quite a nice issue. I'm a bit mixed over this issue. I don't find them that good, but I don't find them that bad. And the highest denomination I actually issued for this was £100, which at the time of the changeover, it was worth less than $1. So really, these were massively inflated because they probably print too much money. And as you can see now, since the 1980s, the Sudanese currency just continues to fall in value. So people just always lose their value in their currency. So that's another good reason why you should not save Sudanese pounds if you're in Sudan, because over time, along with normal inflation that we get in Australia, there's also more inflation. So really, these are really just collector's items. For the £10, you're probably looking at about $5 to $10 to actually purchase that banknote there. There is really not a high collector's value in these banknotes because they're not really sought after banknotes. They're actually very common. The early ones, 1955, are actually the ones you need to look for. But any banknotes after that are actually very highly printed, easy to get. Probably except for the high denominations of the dinar banknotes, so the 5,000 is actually pretty hard to get. But for these pound ones, they're actually very easy. So I hope you enjoyed this review. It's actually quite nice. If you're interested in Sudanese banknotes, please leave a comment down below because I just find them quite interesting to tell about the history of the country. So please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below. Thank you very much and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Thank you and bye bye.